Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Yisrael. We all want to say hallelujah. Hallelujah. You may be seated, brothers and sisters. At this time and portion of our day, I'm going to call up someone or volunteer that wants to read the Psalms. And y'all already know probably who I'm going to call. The brother we ain't seen in a long time. My brother Shalom. Amen. Ben Benjamin. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Giving all praise and thanks to Yahuwah. Amen. For He is great.
Hallelujah.
And all His works. And
Amen.
I'd like to thank you all for all of your lives this day.
Amen.
I'll be reading Psalms 79. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
O Yah, the heathen are come into thy inheritance. They have defiled thy father's temple. They have made Jerusalem into heaps.
They have given dead bodies to thy servants, to be food unto the fowls of the heavens, the flesh of thy holy ones, and the beasts of the earth.
They have shed their blood like water, round about Jerusalem, with none to bury them.
We are become a sword to our neighbors, a sword and riches of their round about us.
How long will thou be angry forever? How long will thy jealousy burn like fire?
For I wrath upon the nations that know thee not, and upon the kingdoms that call not upon thy name.
For they have devoured Jacob, and laid waste his habitation.
Remember not against us the iniquities of our forefathers. Let thy compassion speedily come to meet us, for we are brought very low.
Help us, O Yah, of our salvation, for the sake of the glory of thy name, and deliver us and forgive our sins for thy name's sake.
Wherefore the nations say, where is their God? Let the avenging of thy servant's blood that is shed be made known among the nations in our sight.
Let the groaning of the prisoner come before thee. According to the greatness of thy power, set free those that are appointed to death.
And bring unto our neighbors sevenfold in their bosom, their reproach where they have approached thee, O Yah.
So we that are thy people and the flock of thy pasture will give thee thanks forever. We will tell of thy praise to all generations.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Get 121. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I will lift up mine eyes unto the mountains, from whence cometh my help.
My help comes from Jehovah, who made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold, he that keepeth thee shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yah is thy keeper. Yah is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night.
Yah shall keep thee from all evil. He shall keep thy soul.
Jehovah shall guard thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and forever.
I'd like to give all honor and praises to Yah, Most High. Thank you for you can bring me here. It's been a blessing just to see my brothers and sisters once again. And I hope this is not the last. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
All right, I got two more people I'm going to call.
Okay.
One more to do the 124th song. I'm going to call up our sister Ophelia. That should be shown.
All right. Yeah.
To read the 124th song. I'm sure this is her first time coming up here. So, Shabbat Shalom.
Psalm 124. If it had not been for Yahuwah who was for us, let Israel now say,
If it had not been Jehovah who was for us, when men rose up against us,
then they had swallowed us up alive. When their wrath was kindled against us,
The waters have overwhelmed us. The streams have gone over our soul.
That the proud waters have gone over our souls.
Blessed be Jehovah, who has not given us a prey to their teeth.
Our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers. The snare is broken and we are escaped.
Our help is in the name of Jehovah, who made heaven and earth.
I just want to thank Yah for my life and for the life of all you, everybody that is here, and thanking him for exposing me to this truth.
Amen.
For that I'm grateful. Shalom.
You know, it was your first time, but you look like a professional up here. I think you might have a future. And for the 148th song, I'm going to call up our sister. Sister Quadima with her head down like she didn't know she was getting cold. You knew you was getting cold. So that shit, our brother Shimshon Ben Binyamin. Come on, Sister Quadima. Shabbat Shalom.
Praise him in the heights. Praise ye him on his angel. 143. Hallelujah. Praise ye Jehovah from the heavens.
Praise him, all his angels. Praise him, all his hosts.
Praise ye him, sun and moon. Praise him, all ye stars of light.
Praise him, the heavens of the heavens, and the waters above the heavens.
Let them praise him.
Hallelujah.
For he commanded and they was created.
He has also established them forever and ever. He has made a decree which shall not be transgressed.
Praise Jehovah from the earth, ye sea monsters and all deep.
Fire and hail, storm, vapor, storm winds fulfill his word.
Mountains and all hills, fruitful trees and all cedars.
Beasts and all cattle, creeping things and winged fowl.
Kings of the earth and all the peoples, princes and all judges of the earth.
Both young men and maidens, old men and children.
Let them praise
Hallelujah.
For his name alone is exalted. His glory is above the earth and heaven.
And he has lifted up a horn for his people, a praise for all his holy ones, even for the children of Israel, the people near unto him. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I just want to say that it's always a pleasure to be in the midst of my people.
Amen.
Every time I come, I get the feeling of bumps and everything to be here amongst everyone. I really love you guys. I know I'm saying guys, but that means the girls too. I'm just like you. And I just want to be here all the time, but unfortunately I can't be in two places at the same time. But every chance I get, I'll be here and do what I have to.
Amen.
That is Shalom.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Thank the Most High God for everyone that came up to read the Psalms. We thank the Most High God for all their lives and the lives of their families. And we pray that the Most High will continue to bless them and keep them, bring them back safely. You know, we're talking about taking a trip to Guyana. We definitely got to take a trip to Grenada, go see our family out there, and have a Shabbat service with you all out there. That'd be a beautiful thing, because I just want to sit on the beach and relax. I want a canopy too. Is that still called a canopy? Is it still called a canopy? What's the thing? Hammock. Yeah. I guess if I NGT, they call it a canopy, you know.
We don't talk like that.
Thank you, Most High God, for all things and everything. And with the remaining time, we'll call up my brother as we begin a new series. We finished the book of Judges, now we're starting 1SAMUEL. Okay. So we're going to have chapter 1, 2, and 3 done today, and I'm going to call up my brother. Misharet, Eraniyah, Ben Korn, let me be Yisrael.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Giving all praises, all honor, showing respect and loyalty to Jehovah's Jehovah. We say hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Thank the Most High God for this day, the Shabbat day, even though it's only a few of us. The Most High God deserves his praise.
Amen.
He's worthy.
That's right.
And like my uncle used to always tell us, one monkey don't stop the show.
No.
2, 3 monkeys don't stop the show.
That's right.
You know, Most High God always gets his praise.
That's right.
Amen.
There you go.
So we are starting a new book.
All right.
I'm loving this series that we've been doing in the afternoon. It gives people an opportunity to learn the history that, you know, we don't really get into.
There you go.
But it's wonderful. We went through the book of Judges and we saw how the children of Yisrael were always into something that we had nothing to do with. You know, we read a lot of books and it shows you how far we got away from the Most High God and doing his laws. You know, almost every chapter.
Yeah.
The children of Israel did which was according to their own eyes.
Right.
That's how the book of Judges ended.
Yeah.
It said in those days there was no king in Israel. Every man did that which was right in his own eyes. That was in every chapter, just about every chapter in the book of Judges.
Yeah.
So here we are, starting a new book, the book of Shemuel, which is Samuel, 1 Samuel. And Samuel was the last judge in Israel.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And when I teach, I like to have like an interactive thing. So I'm going to ask y'all some questions. So that's the first question. Why was Shemuel the last judge in Yisrael?
Nobody came after him.
Huh?
Because we asked Shemuel for a king.
See, I knew they was going to answer. I wanted y'all to answer.
Oh, okay.
Why was he the last judge of Yisrael? He was the last judge. What came after him?
A king.
A rebellious people asked for what?
A king.
A king, even though we had a king in the Most High God.
Right.
Okay, so before we start, I just want to give you just a brief synopsis of who Shemuel was. Right? Shemuel, he was a miracle child.
Yeah.
Right? He was a miracle child. I got all types of notes. It's not even together, but we see him as a baby.
Yeah.
Right.
We see him as a leader,
That's right.
an intercessor,
Yeah.
Right.
and we see him also as a ghost.
Okay.
The only one ever spoken about in this Old Testament. And that's going to come later. I'm going to try to stick to the first 3 chapters.
Okay.
I love the book of Shemuel, the first and second. This is one of my favorite books
I hear you.
of the history.
Okay.
You know, because he had a life similar to Moshe.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
You know, he was a righteous
Amen.
man amongst wicked people. Not all the time, but he went through a lot of the same things that Moshe went through. So let's begin in the first chapter of the book of Samuel, and we're going to read about this great man.
Okay.
We're in the first book of Shemuel, which is Samuel. First chapter, first verse, hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
And he was also a prophet.
Right.
And what's a prophet?
A seer.
He said a seer. He said when it tells the time to come. Anyone else? Teaches God's word. One who speaks on the Most High's behalf. All of that. Tamshi.
Now there was a certain man of Ramatayim Zophim of the hill country of Ephraim, and his name was Elkanah, the son of Jehoram, the son of Elihu, the son of Tohu, the son of Zuph of Ephrathite. Ephrathite. I know they say Ephraimite, but
So, now, what does that mean? They say Ephraimite, some books say Ephrathite. Was he an Ephraimite?
Ephrathite.
Ephrathite. Now, this is, a lot of people may get that mixed up with what his nationality was. I'm saying not his nationality, but his tribe. A lot of people think that Shemuel was of the tribe of Ephraim. Right? His father, whose name was Elkanah, was from the tribe of Levi.
right.
Now, how do we know this? We know that we read, even in the book of Judges, we just finished reading about the hill country of Ephraim.
Right.
There was a lot of Levites that lived in that area.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
It's more of what I'm looking for? Geography,
Right.
not genealogy.
Right.
It's like you live in Brooklyn, you're considered a Brooklynite. You understand? So he was in he was in Ephraim, so they relate him to, oh yeah, he's an Ephraimite, he lives in Ephraim. But no, he's a Levite.
Right.
Let's go to the book of 1 Chronicles,
There you go.
the 6th chapter,
There you go.
and the 16th verse. let's just read a few verses. 6th chapter, 16th verse.
First Chronicles,
First Chronicles.
6th chapter, 16th verse.
Yes.
6:16.
6:16.
And these are they whom David set over the service of song in the house of Jehovah. After that the ark had rest, and they ministered with song before the tabernacle of the tent of meeting, until Shalom had built the house of Jehovah in Jerusalem. And they took their station at the service according to their order. And these are they that took their station, and their sons, of the sons of the Kohathites, Heman the singer, the son of Yoel, the son of Shemuel, the son of Elquan, the son of Yehoram, the son of Eliel, the son of Toah, the son of Zuph, the son of Elquana,
These are all Levites.
the son of Mahat, the son of Masai, the son of Elquana, the son of Yoel, the son of Azariah, the son of Zephaniah, the son of Tahat, the son of Asiel,
All right, we don't
the
have to
son
go
of...
no further. That's the history, the same history that you read in 1 Samuel.
Right there.
That's it. These are Levites, these are Kohathites. And it tells you that they were skilled singers. They are responsible for a lot of the psalms that we read.
Right.
So when we go back to 1 Samuel, this is no contradiction.
Right.
You understand? So for people to understand that Elquana was not from the tribe of Ephraim. In Joshua, the 21st chapter, we see that Joshua gave out portions of land to the tribes, but the Levites had no heritage.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
In fact, let's go to real quick. Joshua, the 21st chapter. And we're not going to read too much of it, the 5th verse.
And the rest of the children of Kohath had by lot out of the families of the tribe of Ephraim, and out of the tribe of Dan, and out of the half tribe of Manasseh, 10 cities. And the children of Gershon had by lot out of the families of the tribe of Issachar, out of the tribe of Asher, and out of the tribe of Naphtali, and out of the tribe of half the tribe of Manasseh, in Bashan, 13 cities.
Skip down to 8.
And the children of Israel gave by lot unto the Levites these cities, with the open land about them, as Jehovah commanded by the hand of Moshe.
Okay, so you see that the Levites had no land.
Mm-hmm.
So we were in everyone's territory.
Yeah.
Right.
We were with God, we were with Dan, we were with Ephraim, which is a popular city, or if you want to call it. So there were lots of Levites there, but just so to make it plain, this man was from the tribe of Levi.
Amen.
Let's go back to 1 Samuel. Oh, and I just want to, before we get into it, I just want to introduce to you the people who are going to be in this story, in the first 3 chapters, because I'm only doing 3 chapters. We just been introduced to Elkanah. Elkanah means what? Now, you know in Hebrew you have to watch the spelling, because Elkanah means God is jealous, but this Elkanah means God has attained, right? Or taken possession. We meet a woman named Hannah. Hannah in Hebrew is grace or favor. We also meet Penina. Penina means pearl, jewel, or coral.
Okay.
We meet a man named Eli. Eli means, it could mean 2 different meanings depending on the spelling. But this Eli is with an ayin, so it means high or ascended. But the other Eli with the aleph means my God. And then we meet his son Hophni, which means pugilist. Right? What is a pugilist? I had to look that one up myself. One who is always fighting.
I was fighting.
Right?
Yeah, I was fighting.
Pinchas. Pinchas, oracle. But these 2 boys, these 2 men, Hophni and Pinchas, they were labeled as B'nai Bili'ah.
Okay. Son of Bili'ah.
Bili'ah. And this means corrupt or scoundrels.
Yeah.
You understand? You okay? Okay. And also, we meet the main character of this book, Shemuel. What does Shemuel mean? Ask of God, or name of God. Shemuel. Okay? So those are the characters that we're going to meet in these 3 chapters. Tamshi.
Verse 2. And he had 2 wives. The name of the one was Hannah. The name of the other, Peninnah. And Peninnah had no children, but And Peninnah had children, but Hannah had no children. And this man went up out of his city from year to year to worship and to sacrifice unto Jehovah of hosts in Shiloh.
Okay, so this is not the first time we've been introduced to Shiloh. You know what Shiloh? Shiloh was the main central city. That's where the tabernacle was.
Right.
That's where everyone went to meet. Right? They give up their prayers and sacrifices. We did that at Shiloh. And at this time, well, let's get into it. I don't want to get ahead of myself.
And the 2 sons of Eli, Hophni and Pinchas, were the priests unto Jehovah.
Okay, so Eli, at this time, he was an old man. But his 2 sons, Hophni and Pinchas, were running the show. They were the Levites, they were the priests there. Eli was a priest, but he was already out of service. You understand? Yeah. Because once a Levite reaches a certain age, then it's time for him to pass the baton, and that's basically what he did.
And it came to pass, upon a day when Elkanah sacrificed, that he gave to Peninnah his wife, and to all her sons and all her daughters portion. But unto Hannah he gave a double portion, for he loved Hannah, but Jehovah had shut up her womb.
Okay. So this man, Elkanah, he loved his wife. Yeah. He loved his wives. But Hannah was very special to her, to him. And because she had no children, he gave her a double portion. Right. You know, because he felt for her. I'm sure he wanted her to have children. But she did.
And her rival vexed her sore to make her fret, because Jehovah had shut up her womb.
Okay, so her sister wife, Peninnah, vexed her sore. When it was time for them to go up and make sacrifice and go into Shiloh, she let her hear it every year. Oh, you still ain't got no yellow beam to bring up to the Most High? Wow. You know, she was an enemy to her. She was a antagonist.
Right.
You know, so she antagonized her year by year, daily. You know, so that was her rival. Even though these women are married to the same man, so you see the conflict in their home.
Oh, right.
And she probably act like that because it said, the way Elkanah loved her, he probably loved her more than he did this one. And she saw that, and she wanted to put it in her face, you know, she still ain't got no children.
Yeah, I got no children.
Yeah, look at all these kids.
I got the blessing.
Look at Yehoshua jumping on that tree. You better stop that, Yehoshua. Damn, you ain't had no kids yet? You know how women can be.
Yeah, very nasty.
You know, and she was worse than that, I'm sure.
Yeah, to make her fret.
Yeah. She probably said things like, oh, you just a dried up plant.
Exactly.
You know, you can't bear no fruit.
Yeah.
I mean, nasty.
Yeah.
Wow. Because Elkanah probably always wanted to hang out with Connor.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to hang out with Connor. You going to leave me here with all the kids? You know, so she saw that, so she vexed her every chance she got.
Vexed her.
And as he did so year by year, went she up to the house of Jehovah. So she vexed her. Therefore she wept and would not eat. And
she made it so that her spirit was bothered. She didn't even want to eat.
No.
And Elkanah her husband said unto her, Hannah, why weepest thou? And why eatest thou not? And why is thy heart grieved? Am I not better to thee than 10 sons?
No.
You know? No, you're not. You know? That's a woman's pride. She wanted to have children.
Exactly.
You know? And I'm sure he tried to, you know, play nice and soften her. You know, I've been good to you. I give you everything. I give you a double portion. I'm not good to you than 10 sons. But she wanted some children.
Yes.
Right.
She wanted,
you know?
So Hannah rose up after they had eaten in Shiloh.
Like I said, remember Shiloh is where the tabernacle was before the first temple was erected.
There you go.
And after they had drunk. Now Eli the priest sat upon his seat by the doorpost of the temple of Yahweh.
Okay.
And she was in bitterness of soul,
Mm-hmm.
and prayed unto Yahweh and wept sore.
That's right.
And she vowed a vow and said, O Yahweh of hosts, if thou wilt indeed look upon the affliction of thy handmaid, and remember me, and not forget thy handmaid, but wilt give unto thy handmaid a man-child, then I will give him unto Yahweh all the days of his life, and there shall no razor come upon his head.
Okay, so she made an earnest prayer.
Wow. Yeah, it's a vow.
You understand? Meanwhile, everyone is in Shiloh, celebrating,
Having a good time.
eating, feasting, drinking, and this her countenance is just bothered
Yeah.
to the point where she can't even enjoy the festivities.
Right.
So she's praying and she's weeping and says, I'm going to give this child up. If you give me this, I'm going to give this child up to you. You know, he's going to serve you all the days of his life. And she said he's going to be a Nazarite.
That's right.
No razor shall come on his head. She's raising this child just for the service of the Most High.
You devour.
Yeah. Time she.
And it came to pass, as she prayed long before Yahweh, that Eli watched her mouth. Now Hannah, she spoke in her heart, only her lip moved, but her voice could not be heard. Therefore Eli thought she had been drunken.
So he looking at this woman, and she's praying for a long time.
Yeah.
And Eli's just sitting there by the door, and he's like, this
watching
woman must have had a lot to drink.
Yeah.
You know, I know the yayin is strong this year, but she's so grieved, and just her mouth is moving, and you know, she's going through the motions.
There you go.
And he's like, what's wrong with this woman? And let's listen to what he said to her.
And Eli said unto her, how long wilt thou be drunken, thou vile woman? Well, it don't really say that. Put away thy wine from thee.
Go check her.
And Hannah answered and said, Nay, my Lord, I am a woman of a sorrowful spirit. I have drunk neither wine nor strong drink, but I poured out my soul before Yahweh. Count not thy handmaid for a wicked woman, for out of the abundance of my complaint and my vexation have I spoken hereunto.
You see that? This woman is really going through the motions. She's really hurting. She made an earnest prayer, and this man must have, like I said, it must have looked like she was drunk and was just out of her mind. But he's like, no.
Put the bottle of energy down.
Yeah. What's wrong with you, woman? You know, how long are you going to be drunk? You've been sitting here, the mom should have worn off by now. He's watching her for a long time. What does she have? Well, she's like, no, I'm really bothered. It's something that's really heavy on my heart.
There you go.
You know, and listen to what Eli tells her.
Verse 17. Then Eli answered and said, Go in peace, and the God of Yisrael grant thy petition that thou hast asked of him. And she said, Let thy servant find favor in thy sight. So the woman went her way and did eat, and her countenance was no more sad.
See that? So now, she felt a little better after speaking with Eli. You know, she got to pour out everything. She probably didn't go as far as to tell her husband all of this stuff, but, you know, she really let it out when she went up to Shiloh, because that was the time where he went out to pray, to sacrifice, and she's talking to, you know, the big man in charge. He's the head honcho in Shiloh. Tanchi.
And they rose up in the morning early, and worshipped before Yahweh, and returned and came to their house in Ramah. And Elkanah knew Hannah his wife, and Yahweh remembered her.
And he knew his wife. And we don't have to get into what that means. He knew her.
That's it.
You know? And the Most High remembered her. Not that the Most High forgets.
There you go.
And it came to pass, when the time was come about, that Hannah conceived and bore a son. And she called his name Shemuel, because I have asked him of Yahweh.
You see that? So everything that she asked for came to pass. Because she was earnest. She went humbly before the Most High God. You know, sometimes you can't You know, I know a lot of women who've gone to doctors and the doctors told them, nah, you won't be able to have children. A few years later, they had children.
Yeah.
You know, everything is in the hands of the Most High
that's the
God.
right God.
Amen.
Talk shit.
And the man Elkanah and all his house went up to offer unto Jehovah the yearly sacrifice and his vow. But Hannah went not up, for she said unto her husband, until the child be weaned, then I will bring him, that he may appear before Jehovah, and there abide forever.
See, this man Elkanah, he was a special man because he let her do what she said out of her mouth.
Yeah, right.
He could have avoided that.
Yeah, you can avoid that.
He could have said, no, this is my son. He's going to stay here, right?
Exactly, yeah.
But he said, you know what? I'm going to let that one rock. I'm going to let that one stay. And she was serious because she's going to follow through what she said. Her vow.
Yeah, that's right.
And Elkanah her husband said unto her, do what seemeth good. Tarry until thou have weaned him. Only Jehovah established his word. So the woman tarried and gave her son suck until she weaned him.
Okay, so now, here's my next question. So we all know this child Shemuel. We've all heard this story before, right? How old do y'all think he was when he went up to serve at the tabernacle? Just throw some numbers out.
I said 7.
You say 7.
Yeah.
Say like 6, 7.
Yeah, got weaned.
Okay, because she weaned him, right? But being weaned, yeah, he was weaned off of the breast milk,
Yeah,
but
there you go.
she wasn't sending him to Shiloh for Eli to be wiping, dirty diapers.
No. He had to
be
train and everything.
Yes, he had to be able to move and
Exactly.
take instruction. Oh, go do this and
Yeah. No.
Yeah. No.
7.
He was of age
Yeah, there
to
you
where
go.
he could do some type of work.
There you go.
You understand? Yeah, follow instructions.
Yeah.
But he was a different type of child. He was
He was the first altar boy. Yeah.
he was the first altar boy.
The first altar
But
boy.
you know what? He was a special child.
There you go.
You have smart children,
Mhm.
and then you have Shemuel.
There you go.
Right.
He was different.
Yeah.
You understand? Time sheet.
And when she had weaned him, she took him up with her with 3 bullocks, and 1 ephah of meal, and a bottle of wine, and brought him unto the house of Jehovah in Shiloh, and the child was young.
To show her appreciation.
Yeah. Right.
To show her appreciation, she came bearing gifts.
Yes.
Because she was happy.
3 bullocks.
Because she knew that not only did the Most High give her a son, but this is going to be a special child. He's going to be working in the tabernacle.
Yes.
He's going to be ministering before the
Yeah,
people.
there you go.
For the Most High God.
For the rest of his life.
Shit, that's something to brag about. So what are your sons doing, Panina? Any of them going to Shiloh to serve in the tabernacle?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't think so. Some shit.
And when the bullock was slain, the child was brought to Eli.
Okay.
And she said, O my Lord, as thy soul liveth, my Lord, I am the woman that stood by thee here, praying unto Jehovah.
Yeah, remember me? Do you remember I was that lady that was outside and you thought I was drunk and,
For this trial I prayed, and Jehovah hath granted me my petition.
He
which I
didn't
have
even ask her
asked.
what her petition was.
Yeah.
He said, the Most High be with you. He must have saw that
Yeah.
she was deeply, deep in sorrow. He said, the Most High grant you your
That's his
petition.
petition. That's what he
And she
said.
said, this is what I asked for. This is the young man right here.
Right.
This is him.
That's right.
Eli, this is Shemuel. Shemuel, this is Eli.
Yeah.
You're going to stay with him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But she was telling him all along because she's rearing him up.
Yeah.
She's not just going to, raise him to be a young man.
No.
Where am I going? What are you doing, lady?
Yeah.
No, from youth, she's telling him,
Exactly.
listen,
Yeah,
you're
you
going to
go.
be a special boy. You're going to work with the priest, and you're going to
There
do
you
this.
go.
And that. So she's gearing him up for that. So she's preparing him mentally.
Yeah. She had to.
So it wasn't no surprise.
No. He was
Time
out
sheet.
crying.
Yeah, he going to go crazy.
Yeah. Shoot.
Yeah.
Therefore, I have also lent him unto Jehovah. As long as he liveth, he is lent unto Jehovah.
Hey.
And that's the thing. He had to be so excited
Yeah.
to work in that at the tabernacle.
Yes.
To minister before the Most High God.
Oh, yeah.
He had never been there.
Right.
He never been there.
No.
Man, it's like Disney World, man. He had to be like, man, I can't wait to get to Shiloh, man.
Yeah.
You know? She had to boost this thing up so much, and he was ready for it at that time.
Yeah.
How she?
And he worshiped Jehovah there.
I'm sorry if I keep cutting you off.
All right, bro. No problem. We good. Chapter 2, verse 1. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
And Hannah prayed and said, my heart exalteth in Jehovah. My horn is exalted in Jehovah.
Oh.
My mouth is enlarged over my enemies.
Oh.
Because I rejoice in my salvation.
This
It's not
is-
salvation.
This is a song.
Oh,
What you
shot
saying
fire.
earlier?
We got a song for everything.
We got a song for everything.
Yeah.
He said that earlier. We got a song for everything.
That's right.
This woman, this right here, this prayer is a song.
That's right.
She said, my mouth is enlarged over my enemies. Who was her enemy at that
Shot
time?
fire.
Who was that enemy, her enemy at that time? BINAH.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your enemy is not only the one that's trying to blow your head off. Your enemy could be someone sitting right close to
Yeah,
you.
make you vex.
A family member.
Yeah.
A co-worker. You know, vexing you all the time. That's your enemy.
Yes.
Time sheet.
There is none as holy as Jehovah,
Hallelujah.
for there is none beside thee.
Amen.
Neither is there any rock like our rock.
Hallelujah.
Multiply not exceedingly proud talk.
Multiply not exceedingly proud talk. Watch your mouth.
Yeah, watch your mouth. Be
Holy.
careful.
This is what I got. Look what I got. Look what I got. This is what I got. This is what I got. Y'all about to do this. I'm about to do that.
Yeah.
Proud talk.
There you go.
Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth.
There you go.
For Jehovah is a God of knowledge.
That's right.
And by him actions are weighed.
Amen.
The bows of the mighty men are broken, and they that stumbled are girded with strength.
You see that?
Mm-hmm.
The Most High God can reverse the situation so fast.
Amen.
You'd be like, wow, I was just on time yesterday, man.
Yeah.
Now look at me. I'm begging. I had the best job. I was making $150,000 a year. Now I gotta go settle for this $23,000 a year job. That I can hardly pay my rent. You never know the situation at the Most High, and you never know if the Most High reverse you.
Yeah.
Now you making $150,000
Right.
a year.
Yeah.
Trust you.
They that were full have hired out themselves for
You
bread.
see that?
Uh-huh.
Your pockets were fat just last week. But now you scrambling, you picking up pennies on the street. How many of us pick up pennies on the street? Sometimes, right? But we don't pick up every penny you see. But that's the man who fell. He fell hard. Now he can't miss a penny. Can't wait till that car moves, man, because I'm gonna get that penny. Yeah, you fell hard. You're holy tall. You were just on top. But now you low.
Yeah.
Some sheep.
And they that were hungry have ceased.
Mm.
While the barren has borne 7.
Wow.
She that had many children have languished.
She had many children. She languished. She's tired. She's worn out. She's just. But the barren is now proud and she's doing well. You understand? The Most High can reverse your situation. That's why it's good to be humble. Humble yourself. You don't want the Most High to humble you.
Right.
You know? So this woman, Hannah, she's on cloud 9 at this point. On cloud 9 because she was just crying her heart out. You know, but now the Most High has lifted her up. And she knows that this boy is going to be a special child. Some she.
Jehovah killeth and maketh alive,
Mhm.
and bring down to the grave and bringeth up.
Yes.
Jehovah maketh poor and maketh rich.
Uh-huh.
He bringeth low, he also lifteth up.
That's right.
He raised up the poor out of the dust.
Uh-huh.
He lifted up the needy from the dunghill
Uh-huh.
to make them sit with princes
Mhm.
and inherit the throne of glory.
Yes.
For the pillars of the earth are Jehovah's,
Hey.
and he set the world upon them.
That's right, because the Most High is in charge of all
That's
things
right.
and everything.
That's right.
And He could change your situation for the bad, or He could change it for the good, depending on how you are. You understand? So, remember that.
That's right.
Tamshi.
He will keep the feet of his holy one. But the wicked shall be put in silence of darkness, for not by strength shall man prevail.
Mm.
They that strive with Jehovah shall be broken in pieces.
So you strive with the Most High God. The people who strive with the Most High God, knowing His word, don't keep His word, don't believe in Him, because they got everything by themselves. Nobody helped me through this. I did this, man. Most High God gonna break you down.
That's right, yeah.
Tell you right off your high horse. Come shoot.
Against them will he thunder in heaven. Jehovah will judge the ends of the earth, and he will give strength unto his king, and exalt the horn of his anointed.
Hallelujah.
I was reading somewhere where they said Hannah was a prophetess. Right? This last verse it said he will give strength to his king and exalt the horn of his anointed. What does she mean by that? Did she know something? I don't want to read too much into it, but we didn't have a king.
No, not here.
We didn't have a king. Time sheet.
Verse 11. And Elkanah went to Ramah to his house, and the child did minister unto Jehovah before Eli the priest.
Hey.
Now the sons of
he started ministering.
Yeah.
My next question. Was he made an automatic priest? Was he a priest at this point?
No, he working for the priest. Like what the other boy does.
Okay.
That's what he did.
He was a Misharet.
He didn't try. He didn't try.
Okay. Time sheet.
Now the sons of Eli were basemen.
Oh.
They knew not Jehovah.
See, and that says basement.
Yeah.
Basement, it's not really a strong word, but when you read it in the Hebrew, it says, B'nai Bili'ah. Wicked, evil, treacherous, scoundrels. Time sheet.
And the custom of the priest with the people was that when any man would offer sacrifice, the priest servant came, while the flesh was in the seething, if with a flesh hook of 3 teeth in his hand, and he struck into the pan or kettle or cauldron or pot, all that the flesh hook brought up, the priest took therewith.
Just wicked. The priest sent his servant. But listen, we don't care what you came up here to sacrifice. We getting ours first. We getting ours first. But the Most High God, and listen, you either gonna do it our way, or you're gonna go home with some scuffs on your face. Listen, this is how it goes. It said the custom of the priest. This is something that was going on daily at the time.
Oh yeah.
It was the custom.
Yeah.
They were evil.
Yeah.
So they did unto all the Israelites that came thither in Shalom.
To all the Israelites. It was known.
Yeah.
You went up to Shalom knowing that this was going to happen. You went there knowing that this was going to happen.
Oh yeah.
Time sheet.
Yea, before the fat was made to smoke, the priest's servant came and said to him that sacrificed, give flesh to roast for the priest, for that he will not have his flesh sodden, but raw. And the man said unto him, let the fat be made to smoke first of all, and then take as much as thy soul desire. And he would say, nay, but thou shalt give it to me now, or I will take it by force.
I'll take it by force. I'll take it by force.
Oh, you're talking about Debo.
I mean, you're about to get some lumps. I'm about to give you some lumps. They were evil.
They were the first people.
That's the first Debo.
Yeah. Now, listen, let me tell you something, man. These are some evil Levites right here. Some evil Levites. Time sheet.
And the sin of the young men was very great before Jehovah. For the men dealt contemptuously with the offerings of Jehovah.
But that wasn't it, man. That wasn't all that they did. We're going to read some more that these boys were something. They were terrible. They was good and terrible.
Just throw
That's right. Time sheet.
But Shmuel ministered unto Jehovah, being a child girded with a linen ephod. Moreover, his mother made him a little robe and brought it to him year by year when she came up with her husband to offer the yearly sacrifice.
And I'm sure she had some word for Panina every time she made him a little robe every year. You know? He's growing. I got to make a new robe this year because he grew out the last one.
Yeah.
You know, you see this one right here, and Panina's like, yeah. And Joshua's still climbing a tree. He about 30 years old right now. He's still climbing that same tree. What is wrong with this boy, Elkanah? You know?
Nothing.
Yeah, he's a Joshua might be a little off.
Tree climber.
He's a tree climber. Tough shit.
Verse 20. And Eli would bless Elkanah and his wife and say, Yehovah give thee the seed of this woman for a loan, which was lent to Yehovah.
Because guess what? The Most High started to bless Eli's house.
Yeah.
Right.
Because of this man.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Because of this young boy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He knew that there was something different about him.
Oh, yeah.
He said, man, this is a cash cow. You know? And he knew that the Most High God sent him, so he blessed him.
Oh, yeah.
He said, because there's something different, man. He found favor in the Most High and with man.
Amen.
Some sheep.
And they will go unto their own home.
Right.
So Yehovah remembered Hannah,
Mhm.
and she conceived, and bore 3 sons
Oh,
and 2 daughters.
take that.
And the child still
Take
well
that.
grew
Take
before
that.
Yehovah.
Take
All right. So now,
Take that.
just like I said,
Yeah.
you on the bottom,
Take that. Yeah.
now you're on the top.
Yeah.
Now she got something to brag about.
Yo.
She got something to talk about. You know? She can come to the women's table now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, before she would probably be sitting in the back
Come on.
with the single women, the young damsels.
Yeah.
But now she's at the ladies' table talking about her children. And oh yeah, Shemuel is growing and he's in Shiloh, and you know, Penina's now, she's salty.
And Joshua don't know what to do when he grew
And
up.
Yehoshua's still climbing the tree. You know? He's still climbing the tree. He's about 40 years old now, still climbing the same tree. Come climb the tree today. You know? Yeah, the same tree.
He doesn't know what to do when he grew up.
Tell she. But the Most High remembered her. You know, and blessed her. So now she has children.
Oh, yeah. That's
That was a wonderful thing. That's what I'm saying. Most High can reverse the situation that you're in.
Amen.
So you might think that you're in a rut, and the next day you're on top.
Man, Eli was very old, and he heard all that his sons did unto all Yisrael, and how they lay with the women that did the service at the door of the tent of meeting.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. You see, these are some evil boys, evil priests. So these women are there at the tabernacle for the service of the Most High. And these 2 men, Hophni and Pinchas, took full advantage. Full advantage. And they lay with the women that come to do the work for the Most High God.
Goodness.
And they didn't think nothing of it.
Yeah.
We on top. We gonna do whatever we want to do.
Goodness.
They were savages.
Yeah. You're right.
They were savages.
That's the right word for them.
And Eli, I don't know what Eli's deal was.
Well, you know.
Was he scared of his sons?
Yeah. Yeah.
He didn't reprimand them
No, he didn't.
from young.
Right.
So this is a lesson. It's a spirit of rise for a child.
Yeah. Oh,
We
yeah.
teach them from young.
Yeah.
They were little monsters when they were babies.
Oh, yeah.
They grew up big monsters. So you got to catch them when they're young. You knock them upside their head a few times. And that's what he didn't do.
Bring them to the judges.
Yeah, something. These 2 right here, they should have been born to the judge.
They need to come to the judges.
Oh yeah. But at this point, it's too late.
Yeah. You're
It's
right.
too late. You got 2 grown savages on your hands.
Yeah,
And there's nothing you can do about it, Eli. Because even if you go to your sons, they're going to say, nah, Abba ain't like that, man. We ain't doing nothing like that. You ain't going to take this priesthood from us.
No, one of them is high priest.
Abba, go. You know, we make sure we send Abba a nice portion of the stuff that we took today. Tell she.
And he said unto them, Why do ye such things?
Yeah.
For I hear evil reports concerning you from all this
Evil.
people.
Evil report.
Nay, my son, for it is not good. Not a good report that I hear, which I hear Jehovah's people do spread abroad. If one man sin against another, God shall judge him. But if a man sin against Jehovah, who shall entreat for him?
Right.
But they hearken not unto the voice of their father, because Jehovah would slay them.
That's all he could do to them.
Yes.
That was all.
Yeah.
At this point, like I said, it was too late.
Yeah.
He tried to talk to them, but in the Most High's eyes, he didn't do enough.
Right.
He didn't do enough.
Bring them to somebody. Yeah.
And the child Shemuel grew on and increased in favor both with Yahweh and also with men.
Okay. So, get back to Eli.
Okay.
This man, he must have reaped the benefits of his son's mischief. He must have. He must have. Because I don't think that he was all holy and righteous. He knew who his sons were. Everyone knows their children.
Right.
Everyone knows their children.
Yeah.
You know? I just remember growing up, you know, my father would shout you out. We'd be in the temple, and that was the week that I got in trouble in school. And he'd be up there teaching, like, and this boy right here, this one right here, I know, and I'd just be sitting there like, oh man, embarrassment. But you could tell Eli didn't do that with his sons.
No.
He didn't reprimand them.
You check them.
No, he didn't. Because now it's too late, he's an old man, and there's nothing he can do.
Yeah.
He can hardly see,
Thank you.
you know. It's already too late. But he didn't do enough in the beginning.
Right.
And that was the part that was wrong. And meanwhile, Shemuel is seeing all of this. But he comes from a good household. He got good upbringing. He knows the difference between right and wrong. So he's looking at these two scoundrels and he's like, nah, I don't want to be like that. Stay far away from them. I'm here to do my job and that's it. And the people knew that because when they came up with their sacrifices, they're like, man, Shemuel, you different than them other boys, man. It just wasn't in him.
Right.
He wasn't an evil person like that.
No, he's not.
So it said he grew, increased in favor in both with Yahweh and with men. And that's what we want.
Right.
When you're on the side of Most High, people are going to know that.
Yeah.
They're gonna tend to come to you.
You're pleasant.
Yeah. There's something different about you. They want to talk to you. But when you're an enemy of the Most High, you're an enemy with the Most High and with me.
That's
So
right.
everybody that you come across,
That's right.
you got an evil countenance about you. Nobody want to speak with you.
No.
Right.
Tamshi.
And there came a man of God unto Eli, and said unto him, Thus says Yahweh, did I reveal myself unto the house of thy father when they were in Egypt in bondage to Pharaoh's house?
Right.
And did I choose him out of all the tribes of Yisrael to be my priest, to go up unto mine altar, to burn incense, to wear an ephod before me? And did I give unto the house of thy father all the offerings of the children of Israel made by fire?
He did.
Wherefore kick ye at my sacrifice and my offering, which I have commanded in mine habitation, and honorest thy sons above me, to make yourselves fat with the chiefest of all the offerings of Israel, my people.
So that's the validation right there. He was reaping the benefits of his son's mischief.
That's right.
How dare you? So let's see what happens.
Therefore, Yahweh, the God of Israel, saith, I said indeed that thine house and the house of thy father should walk before me forever.
Yes.
But now Yahweh saith, be it far from me, for them that honor me will I honor, and them that despise me shall be lightly esteemed.
Lightly esteemed. I like how they put that here. But lightly esteemed. What does that mean? Disgraced. I mean, the Most High God sent this man of God to talk to Eli.
Yeah.
He wasn't, basically this was the last straw. Eli had time to tell his sons, listen, get your act together, do this, do that, do that. You understand? But this was it. Well, by the time the Most High God sent this man of God, it was already too late.
It's too late.
Now he's coming to tell you what's your punishment.
Yeah,
the judgment is coming.
Judgment is coming.
It's already too late.
Oh yeah, too late.
Time sheet.
Behold, the days come,
Oh.
that I will cut off thine arm, and the arm of thy father's house, that there shall not be an old man in thy house.
Oh.
What kind of, y'all hear that?
Yes.
That's
yes,
serious. That means there's never going to be an old man. There'll never be an old man in your home. All your sons are going to die young.
Yeah.
That's what he's telling them.
Yes.
That's a curse.
It is good.
That's a doozy right there.
Yeah.
Don't you?
And thou shalt behold a rival in my habitation, in all the good which shall be done to Yisrael, and there shall not be an old man in thy house forever.
Oh my goodness.
Yet will I not cut off every man of thy house from mine altar, to make thy eyes to fail, and thy heart to languish, and all the increase of thy house shall die young men.
You hear that?
Kill that.
So here's the next question. So from this portion right here, you know, it seems like Eli and his house are going to lose the priesthood, right? Who took it? Or who inherited it? Anyone? All right, let's go to 1 Kings. First Kings, the second chapter.
Second or seventh?
Second chapter, 2. And 20, let's start at 27.
First Kings, second chapter.
27. 2:27.
So Shalom, thrust out Eraniyah from being priest unto Yahweh, that the word of Yahweh might be fulfilled, which he spoke concerning Eli and Shiloh.
Okay, so it didn't have to happen today or tomorrow, but when the Most High says it's going to come to pass, it's going to come to pass.
Yeah.
Read same chapter, 35th verse.
And the king put BINAH, the son of Jehoiada, in room over his host, and Zadok did the king put in the room of Eraniyah.
Okay, so that's that story right there. Let's go back to Shemuel. So basically what this man of God is telling him came to pass. Where we at?
Verse 34. And this shall be the sign unto thee, that which shall come upon thy two sons, on Hophni and Pinchas, in one day both of them shall die. And I will raise me up a faithful priest that shall do according to that which is in my heart and in my mind. And I will build him a sure house, and he shall walk before mine anointed forever.
And that was Zadok. Now, he's getting all this information. A terrible message that both of his sons are going to die one day. But you know, Eli, he was a smart man. Eli was a righteous priest. His sons, not so much. You understand? So he's being told that his sons are going to die one day.
Yeah.
But I don't think he was that worried or bothered.
No, he wasn't.
He knew. He knew he had some real doozies for sons. You know, so when he got this information, all he could do was probably just sigh like, I guess we got to take this punishment. I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Nothing you could do. Tom shit.
And it shall come to pass that everyone that is left in thy house shall come and bow down to him for a piece of silver and for a loaf of bread, and shall say, put me, I pray thee, into one of the priest's offices, that I may eat a morsel of bread.
You see that? So because of these two boys, Hophni and Pinchas, because it's one thing to play with people.
Right.
It's one thing to steal from people.
Yeah.
But when you steal from God, you don't want to play that game. You're in a whole different ball game now. You know, it's it reminds me of Aharon's two sons.
Right.
You know? They must have been feeling themselves. They wanted to do what they wanted to do. You know? This is the 8th day of consecration.
Yeah.
This is the 8th day. They about to be made priests. We good money.
Yeah.
You know? They took their senses and they started offering up strange fire. What was so strange about the fire? It wasn't commanded.
It wasn't commanded.
They didn't know who told you to do that.
Right.
Nobody.
Nobody.
You don't play with the Most High.
Nope.
Play with man. Play yourself. But don't play with God.
Teach it.
Tamshi.
Chapter 3, verse 1. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
And the child Shemuel ministered unto Yahweh before Eli. And the word of Yahweh was precious in those days.
Yeah.
There was no frequent
There
vision.
was no frequent vision. You understand? So the children of Israel in Moshe's time and Joshua's time, they went from seeing all of these things, all these miracles, miraculous things. But there was no vision. It was everyone was doing according to their own way.
Yeah.
So no one had any sight. You understand? Tamshi.
And it came to pass at that time, when Eli was laid down in his place, now his eyes had begun to wax dim, that he could not see. And the lamp of God was not yet gone out. And Shemuel was laid down to sleep in the temple of Yahweh, where the ark of God was.
What?
That Yahweh called unto Shemuel, and he said, Here I am. And he ran unto Eli and said, Here I am, for thou didst call me. And he said, I called thee not. Lie down again. And he went again to lay down. And Yahweh called yet again to Shemuel. And Shemuel arose and went unto Eli and said, Here I am, for thou didst call me. And he answered, I called thee not, my son. Lie down again.
So he's hearing things. He's going to sleep, and the Most High God is talking to this little boy. And he comes running, you know, like the servant he's supposed to be. Eli, do you need something? He said, man, I didn't call you.
Yeah, God never spoke to him before.
Yeah, because now he hasn't been introduced.
No,
So now he's like,
God, yeah.
all right, I'm going back. He's like, man, go back and lay down, man.
Right.
Tamshi.
Now Shemuel did not yet know
It
Yahweh,
is.
neither was the word of Yahweh revealed unto him.
That's it.
And why is that?
Yeah.
Why is that?
The word was precious in them days.
It was precious and he was around evil.
Yeah.
Right.
It's one thing to you know,
Amen.
he was around two evil men who were doing all types of nasty.
Yeah.
And the Most High God was far from that.
Yeah.
Amen. And Yahweh called Shemuel again the third time. And he rose and went again unto Eli and said, Here I am, for thou didst call me.
I know you called me.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing things. I'm not crazy. I heard something.
And Eli perceived that Yahweh was calling the child. Therefore Eli said unto Shemuel, Go, lie down. And it shall be, if thou be called, that thou shalt say, Speak Yahweh, for thy servant heareth. So
See, now he
Shemuel,
probably never heard those words.
Yeah.
You want me to say, Speak Yahweh? Okay. And this is what Eli was waiting for. Because once the Most High God's word goes out, it doesn't go out. It comes back. It never comes back void.
Amen.
So he knew this is the day that Eli was waiting for. Tamshi.
So Shmuel went down and lay in his place. And Yahweh came and stood and called as at other times, Shemuel, Shemuel. Then Shemuel said, Speak, for thy servant heareth. And Yahweh said unto Shemuel, Behold, I will do a thing in Yisrael, at which both the ears of everyone that heareth it shall tingle.
Oh.
In that day I will perform against Eli all that I have spoken concerning his house, from the beginning even unto the end. For I have told him that I will judge his house forever, for the iniquity in that he knew that his sons did bring a curse upon themselves and rebuked them not.
They bring a curse upon themselves.
And therefore I have sworn unto the house of Eli, that the iniquity of Eli's house shall not be expiated with the sacrifice nor offering forever.
No. You thought you was going to get away with it. It's not going to happen. The Most High God will come and get his vengeance. Tamshi.
And Shemuel lay down until the morning, and opened the doors of the house of Yahweh. And Shemuel feared to tell Eli the vision.
Yeah, because how you going to go to the man who's been raising you for
exactly.
years and years
Exactly.
to tell him that,
Something like that.
oh, God is going to kill you?
Yeah. And his 2 sons.
Yeah, he told me last night. Yeah, so
Them 2 boys won.
you gonna die.
Yeah.
Tom shit.
Then Eli called Shemuel and said, Shemuel, my son. And he said, Here am I. And he said, What is the thing that he have spoken unto thee?
Yeah, he putting a little pressure on Shemuel.
Yeah. Tighten him up a little bit.
Yeah.
I pray thee, hide it not from me. God do so to thee and more also, if thou hide the thing from me of all the things that he spoke unto thee.
That's a threat,
He
man.
threatening the boy.
He threatening him.
He threatening me, yeah.
He like, well, you know what? I don't want that. So I might as well just tell you, right?
Yeah.
And Shemuel told him all the words, and hid nothing from him. And he said, It is Jehovah, let him do what seemeth good.
That's right, because Eli,
Give up.
yeah, he had no choice. He had to give up.
Yeah, he gave up.
He come to terms with what was going on.
There you go.
And he knew it.
Well said.
He was waiting for that.
Yes, you come to terms.
He was waiting for it.
Yeah.
Tom sheet.
And Shemuel grew, and Yahweh was with him. And he did let none of his words fall to the ground. And all Yisrael, even from Dan, even unto Beersheba, knew that Shemuel was established to be a prophet to Yahweh.
There you go.
And Yahweh appeared again in Shiloh. For Yahweh revealed himself to Shemuel in Shiloh. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
So this man Shemuel, this is the beginning of his greatness.
Yeah.
This is the beginning of his everything. I want to tell y'all more about Shemuel because I love Shemuel. He did so much in his life. I don't know who's going to be doing next week, but we all know what Shemuel did, right?
Yeah.
Who did he anoint?
Yeah, like Shaul.
Saul and David.
Shaul and David.
Yeah.
Right? Even though Shaul thought that he was still king, he was running around town acting crazy, and David was already the king.
Yeah.
Right? It wasn't 2 kings.
No, 1 king.
Now it was only 1 king, but Shaul was still, everybody thought he was still the king. But
Yeah.
listen, this book of
It's
Shemuel,
gonna be
this
good.
is one of my favorite books.
It's gonna get sweet.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
So y'all better stay tuned.
I enjoy it.
And if you miss it, make sure you get online and you listen because very interesting. He had a very interesting life.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
We're gonna learn about Shaul. We're gonna learn about David and that fiasco. Y'all was some terrible stuff. Man.
Was he a prophet, a priest, and a judge?
He was a prophet, a priest, a judge.
Yeah, 3 in 1.
He was amazing.
Yeah.
He was an amazing man.
Prophet, priest, and judge.
You know, he did a lot.
Oh yeah.
So Shemuel, one of my favorite characters in the Tanakh, hands down. I hope you got something out of it.
I hope that.
And I hope that you enjoyed the rest of the book of Shemuel. And let me tell you, you know how you pick up a good book and you can't put it down?
Yeah. That's Shemuel.
That's Shemuel.
1 and 2. Yeah.
You might start reading this. If you pick it up tomorrow, I guarantee you won't be able to put it down until you finish 2 Samuel.
Good story. Yeah.
Great book.
Yeah,
Great book.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
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 Thank you, Most High God, for the life of our brother Misharet, Eraniyah. He did an excellent
Excellent
job
job.
bringing
Well
that
done.
history. Like you said, this is a beautiful book.
Oh,
Our
yeah.
history is beautiful, brothers and sisters. And when you get into this portion, you just see our people more and more. I can't continue to express this. This is our people, brothers and sisters. And you see this happening even in these days where people can't correct their children.
Okay.
You have to be able to correct their children. You know your son, your daughter's a bum, you gotta tell them they're a bum. You actually might save their life.
That's right.
And this is what happened with Hophni and Pinchas. If Eli would have chastised them, it might have preserved their life.
And President Israel.
Huh?
Yeah.
And his.
And his.
Yeah.
Because what was going to happen, the curse upon him, it's going to happen.
Oh yeah.
And you just see that the Most High God gives you the opportunity and gives you the rope to hang yourself. Because he seen what they were doing.
Yes.
Listen,
Yes.
we get upset because we only here for a little while. But God is forever.
Forever. Yeah.
So when you see somebody do something wrong, you think, oh, why the Most High didn't do this? Why he didn't do that? oh, he gonna do it.
Yeah.
He might not let you see it, and it might not be tomorrow.
Right.
But it's gonna happen because the Most High God said, we read it every week, but by no means clears the guilty.
Yeah.
And that's so important. Yeah. You do your dirt, you think that the Most High God ain't gonna see you? Nah, he gonna see you. The Most High God said he will pay you to your face.
Yes, yes, yes.
Think about some of the things that you went through, that you might have went contrary with the law or whatever with. And it might have been your own private thing and only the Most High knows.
Yeah.
But think about if you got your punishment or not. Yeah. I know I have.
Yeah.
I know the Most High God did whatever he had to do, and I said, boom, oh, that's for that. That was for that.
You recognize it.
And
too.
you thank the Most High for the mercy too, that he showed you.
Yeah,
because he could have killed you, he could have did whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
When you get it, you get your marker.
Yeah.
Don't just say, oh, it was nothing, it was because, no. Recognize why you got your marker.
Exactly.
Right.
And then thank the Most High God for the mercy that he showed you.
Yeah.
Because the Most High God could wipe you out.
That's right.
You know, we do things and sometimes we don't understand how much of a travesty it might be. Like today's portion, Moshe did what he did. But to God it was a big thing.
That's right.
Amen.
You might think it's small, but to God it's a big thing. You know our brothers and sisters, sometimes they violate the law, this, that, and the third, they break Shabbat, they do certain things, and they go about their lives. And we think, oh man, they living okay.
Because Shemuel was old already.
They're not living okay. Trust me. The Most High God take his time with us.
Yeah, he take his time.
Take his
Right.
time with us. I watched a man get a punishment, in my eyes, in my opinion, for something that he did 20-something years ago. And he just getting the marker now. And I look and I say, wow.
God is good.
Yeah.
God is good, but God is real.
Yeah.
We think that he didn't get punished. We thought he got away with it.
Yeah.
But the Most High God could wait and wait and wait because the Most High God is infinite. We don't have a time schedule. We on a time schedule.
Amen.
So the Most High God is showing us mercy.
Yeah.
Thank the Most High for the mercy that he shows us because like he said, anything he could have did that a whole different way. If he would have had the chance to chastise his children, he would have saved his right in their life.
Amen.
And that makes me think about what I said earlier. Parents have so much control and so much power.
Yeah.
Listen, you have no idea. Your parent tell you something, take heed to that.
Yeah.
Take heed to that. And parents, if you gotta chastise your children, you do it.
Yes, you have to.
You might be saving their life.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. Saving
Listen,
their life.
don't do this. Don't do it that way. I don't think that's a good idea.
No.
And sometimes, you know, that I don't think, don't give them your opinion. Tell them that's not a good idea.
There you go.
Because if you say I don't think this is a good idea, you're giving the power a little bit of leeway. Too much room.
That's not
Say no son, no daughter.
That's right.
That's a bad idea.
That's right.
Because if you do it, if I say, I don't think you should do it like that, and he's like, well, I said I don't think, but maybe I can do it this way.
Yeah.
And then he go and do it, and what I think is going to happen. That's on me because
That's
I
wrong.
have a chance to correct my son.
That is wrong.
Correct these children while they do these things.
Yeah.
Because guess what? The Most High God sees it all.
Amen.
And he knows it all. You think that, and you know what the thing about Israel is? 9 times out of 10, Israelites know what they're doing is wrong.
Oh, you definitely
You know.
Because you know.
They know they couldn't do that.
You know you're not supposed to do as a priest. And they know they're not supposed to be doing what they were doing. Copy and Pinchas was straight wicked.
Yes, that's
But
it.
they knew what they were doing was wrong. Because when they were asked the question, aren't you supposed to do it this way?
Yeah.
You know what he said? Nah. Give it to me anyway, the way I said so.
Yeah.
But they knew before I take it. But they knew what they were doing was wrong, even though
They're evil.
they were being evil.
They're evil.
Listen, we got to stop doing things like that. You know you're doing something wrong? Fix up. Fix it. Fix it. We've been going too long with people with opinions in Israel.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always say this, opinions have taken over Israel.
Yeah.
Instead of this right here.
Yeah. It's
Because everything is in here already.
Yeah.
Right.
Now we can play the game and try and have debates and all these different things, but when it all comes down to it, it's already right here.
It's Torah.
It's already right here. You know what you're supposed to get. You can't be more hardcore for the women punishments as for the men punishments. So they say something like, well, you know, if a woman grab a man by the junk, you know what's supposed to happen, right? You got to cut off her hand.
Yeah, okay. Good, okay.
Yeah, that's what the book says.
That's
Okay, we get
okay,
that.
fine.
But it also says, if you move a landmark, you're supposed to get thus, and thus. If you still, you're supposed to add the fifth. We can go through the Torah all day. But we want to argue and make opinions and, it don't necessarily say this. It says this. But we clear. Now we have problems with Shabbat. Shabbat, from as far as I've been here, I've been on this planet not too long, but it was always from Friday evening to Saturday evening. With no problems. We never had a problem keeping Shabbat.
That's what we had learned.
But now, Shabbat is a problem. Because Israelites bring in opinions and they want to do what they want to do in their own eyesight. But we have to sit down, unfortunately, we have to sit down and go into the basics. Like my brother said this morning. Yeah. We got to teach basic algebra, basic Torah. Yeah. Because our people are being confused by, I guess, people that come up with their own things and their own breakdown of the Torah. Even though it says thus, and thus, we've confused ourselves. And all it takes is for one person to say something and to have a following.
Yeah.
That's it. Or, you're supposed to wear fringes on 4 corners, but if you have on 8 garments or 3 shirts, you have to have fringes on each of that garment. I see people walking around with 12 fringes now. You laugh and it sounds crazy, but people are actually doing this. If you have a t-shirt on, they'll cut 4 corners on the undershirt. Then they'll have their shirt right here and cut 4 corners on it and put that on. Then they'll have a sweater on, cut 4 corners on the sweater, and then put fringes on that. So now you're walking around with 12 fringes.
And a ZZ vest.
And a ZZ vest.
What's going on?
Because this is what happens. We like to play games.
Yeah.
Play games. But remember, we're going to get it together. The Most High God says so. We're going to get it together. I thought about this when I taught the portion about when it talked about the Jubilee.
Yeah.
That portion right there makes me know that we have to get it together. Because you're not going to have 2 and 3 different Jubilees.
No.
It's impossible. If the year of release comes and the brother Rishon owes me my money,
yeah,
and he's on a different calendar than me, and he says, it ain't my year Jubilee. It ain't my year Jubilee, brother. I'm on year such and such. Yeah. I owe you next year. Me and Rishon have just developed what they call a problem. Because I know the year Jubilee is here.
It's here. That's right.
But now because you're on a different calendar,
yeah,
year Jubilee is different.
Yeah.
So now you're telling me you can't pay me till next year? Because we're on a different calendar? Oh, no. That's how I know. That portion alone makes me know we're going to get it together. Yeah. So I'm not even going to bug out about the calendar issue and all of this stuff, because I know we have to get it together. Yeah. Because you can't have a different Jubilee.
No.
The year, the sabbatical years, as it goes according to the land, we all have to be on the same accord.
That's right.
So I know we're going to get it together.
It can be different.
I see it now.
It can be different.
But we're going to have to.
Yeah.
They say, there's a controversy about when to keep Shavuot.
Okay.
I said, okay. I know we're going to get it together. Because whether you're in east of Israel, west of Israel, north of Israel, we have to put the sickle to the ground. Yeah. And that's what we're going to be waiting for anyway.
Yeah.
Brothers and sisters, a lot of times we're just getting caught up with these opinions and people coming up with different things. Ego. Stick to the basics. And ego. A lot of ego. Because nobody wants to say that famous word.
I was wrong.
Salika.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. That is more.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
It takes too much to have to say Salika.
Right.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
That would have eliminated so many problems.
All right.
Because when you sit down with brothers and sisters and you say, well, it says this, that, and the third, and they still going on, that's just ego, like the brother said.
That's all it is, yeah.
That's just ego. Why can't we sit down and come up with this solution? We have the solution. We got all these smart people in Israel.
Thank you.
We got people that speak Ivri. We got people that speak this, people that speak that. And we can't come to find out what this says right here in this book. Nah, that's just ego, brothers and sisters. Let that ego go. Because guess what? you're going to find yourselves in a deeper problem than what you started with. And that's what we have now. We have about 8 different holy days, and it just doesn't make any sense. How could our families come together?
Yeah. Amen.
There used to be a time when on a holy day, we could go to different camps and say shalom.
Yeah, we can.
But if I go to your camp on my holy day, you're going to be closed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't even go and say shalom to you.
No.
Because for you, it's just regular Wednesday, and for me, it's Kaksuko.
Amen.
That is a problem.
And the Most High not happy about that.
The Most High can't be happy with that.
Okay, good.
Because it's separating us more than
Thank
we
you.
were.
Thank you.
When I was young, we could do that. We could go to any temple on a holy day.
Exactly.
Oh, we're going to go say shalom to them. We're going to go say shalom to them. We're going to go say shalom to them.
That's right. Everybody was in sync.
We at least was unified in the eyes of the enemy.
That's right.
We're forgetting that part too.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
We're forgetting that part. That's the most important to me.
That's right.
Because now, me and you both work on the same job. But we got 2 different calendars.
Yeah.
I go to this work. Here's my holy day letter with these days. And you come to work with the holy day letters with your days.
The employer gonna question you.
Don't y'all do the same
Thank
thing.
you. There you go.
Oh, y'all running a scam in here.
Yeah.
That's what y'all doing. I know about y'all people.
Yeah.
Y'all running a scam.
Nobody
It
can
look
know.
like a scam.
Nobody didn't know. That's what's gonna happen.
It look like a scam.
You hold on. You get this day off, and you get this day off. Now imagine around CHOKMAH. This is the best one.
Yeah.
But now you got Pesach, 2 Pesach,
Yeah.
2 first days
Yeah.
of the Feast of Unleavened Bread,
Yeah.
and then 2 7th days of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. So between us, we got 6 days off.
Yeah.
Now how we gonna manage that? You got 3 days, you got 3 days. Y'all doing the same thing, huh? Y'all brothers, right? Y'all both with the things on your shirt, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, I think y'all running a scam. I'm taking this to the president.
Yeah, me, man.
I'm taking this to the top.
It's a mix-up.
Something's going on. Y'all running a scam.
Yeah. You
We
don't look
can't
good.
continue to
No.
do this in the eyes of the people.
And we shaming God.
We shaming God. We separating ourselves
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, we shaming
Instead of
God.
coming together like, listen, brothers, listen.
Yeah, yeah.
I think y'all wrong. I'm gonna say it straight up. This is Chief Michael speaking. I think they're wrong with their calendar.
They are wrong.
I'm gonna say it like that because every year
You can't say it, Chief. They are wrong.
that feast day always come on the full moon.
Yes.
Always. We didn't miss a day yet.
Yeah. I always come in the full moon.
And I'm gonna say this too, and I don't never want to give the Jewish man credit, but I'm gonna say this. They've had our stuff for so long.
Yeah.
Our history, they had our books, they had
That
everything.
belongs to us. Yeah.
What makes you think they doing it wrong if they have our stuff?
Hello. Hello.
They had our stuff.
That's
But
right.
yet, you're going to say you don't want to use the Jewish man's stuff. But yet, where you going to get your tikkun?
Thank you.
Your tikkun. Where you going to get this?
You made that?
Don't
You
they
made
make
that?
Don't they make
You
them?
made, did you make that?
Don't they make those?
Who?
Yeah, yeah.
Who made this?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm telling you who made it.
Huh?
I'm going to tell you who made it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Abraham B. Waltzer.
There you go.
You sound like an
Abraham.
Israelite to me.
Yeah.
Abraham B. Waltzer.
It's not that Joshua that climbed the
Eastern
tree.
Book Press, Muncie, New York. That's the copyright date. Abraham B. Waltzer.
Yeah.
You can look at this one.
Oh, yeah.
Because we like to play games. When you know, if you allow people to play games, that's what they're going to do. Editors. Rabbi Morris Gutstein.
There it is.
Rabbi David Grobert.
There you go.
Rabbi Solomon Grazel. Ben Aronin.
Yeah.
Lester Zusman.
All right.
Rabbi David the Solapool. Rabbi Abba Hillel Silva. Rabbi Agus E. Siskin. Executive Director, Melbourne E. I. Feldman.
It is. Keep playing game.
They had our stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
They had the calendars. They had all of that
Everything,
stuff.
yeah.
We understand the alterations of the calendars. We are not retarded. We are smart people.
Thank you.
But why can't we do it together?
Right. That's the question.
We had no issues doing it together.
No issue.
None. We loved it. I love going to different places on the holy days. We had no issue.
Never had an issue.
Now I can't even go visit my brothers and sisters because they doing it on a different day. This can't be acceptable before God.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not.
I don't know what God is thinking.
There you go.
But I know that being together before God is better than being separate.
There you go.
Amen.
This is just something that you pick up.
Thank you.
Our unity is more important. But yet we do unity Shabbat. Unity Shabbat. Unity Shabbat. We do this and we do that. And we praise and we have a good time. And then when the holy days come, we don't know which day is which. We can't visit each other.
We mix up.
We got to get it together, brothers and sisters.
We got to.
We're going to end on that note and do these prayers. We got that time. By the time I'm done with the prayers, it should be good. Here we go, rise and face the east. I pray that we get it together, brothers and sisters. Like I said, I know the Most High God said we're going to get it together.
Yeah, we better get it together.
Because there's no way we're going to have 2 different days for everything going forward forever.
We have to talk about the wrong.
Yeah, we do.
Eli didn't talk about the wrong, so we have to talk about the wrong.
We got to talk about the wrong. We had no issues doing these days together and having a good time together.
That's right.
And even if we were wrong, I can tell you one thing, we were wrong together.
Good.
And that makes a big difference than being wrong separate.
Well said.
You understand what I'm saying? We're going to go into the book of Exodus, chapter 20. The constitution of the nation of Yisrael. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
And Yah spoke all these words, saying, I am Yehovah thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other God before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow thyself down to them, nor serve them. For I am Yehovah thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the 3rd and 4th generation of them that hate me, and show mercy unto the thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Thou shalt not take the name of Yehovah thy God in vain, for Yehovah will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Remember the Shabbat day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. 7 days you shall be before thy God. Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy slave, nor within thy gate. For in 6 days Jehovah made heaven and earth, the sea and all thy fish, and rested on the 7th day. Wherefore Jehovah blessed Shabbat day and holiday. Honor thy father and thy mother. Let thy day be long for the land which Jehovah thy God gives thee. Thou shalt not murder, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor, thou shalt not put thy neighbor's house, thou shalt not put thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor. Hallelujah. Baruch Yehovah Asher Natam Mishkan Le'amo Yisrael. Yehovah Asher Dibel Nafam Davar Ekam Biko. Yehovah Hatov Asher Dibel Yato Shei Abdo. Yehi Yehovah Elohim. Imanu Asher Hayahim Amotein. Ayah Afei. Ba'ayah Shein. Le'atov Da'avim. And now the Lekeh B'Kar De'akar. L'Ishmo Mishkotar V'Kufar. U'Mishkotar Asher Diba'et Amotein. V'Yehi Yudevarei. Ele Asher Hashim L'Imei Yehovah. Kerovim. El Yehovah Elohim. Malila, the Abdo, Mishpat Abdo, Umishpat Amo, Yisrael, the Guardian, the Yomo, the Ma'ada Akmo, the May, Ma'ade, Yehovah, Elohim, the Hayalama, Yehovah Elohim, the Levy, the Quiet, for Mishota, Hayom, Hasay, Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Oh, give thanks unto Jehovah, for he is good. Oh, give thanks to the God of God. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord of Lords. To him alone who doeth great wonders. To him who by wisdom made the heavens. To him who laid out the earth above the waters. To him who made great lights. The sun to rule by day. The moon and stars to rule by night. To him who struck Egypt in their first form. And brought out Israel from among them. With a strong hand which not stretched arm. To him who divided the Red Sea in two. And made Israel to pass through the midst of it. To overthrew Pharaoh and his army in the Red Sea. To him who led his people through the wilderness. To him who struck down and called the king of our time.
For his mercy endures ever.
And gave their land as a heritage.
For his mercy endures ever.
A heritage to Yisrael, his people.
For his mercy endures ever.
Who remember us in our lowly state.
For his mercy endures ever.
And rescued us from our enemies.
For his mercy endures ever.
Who gives food to all flesh.
For his mercy endures ever.
We will give thanks to the God of heaven.
For his mercy endures ever.
Shema Yisrael, Yehovah Elohim, Yehovah Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Ma'akuto Leolam Vayeh. Hail Yisrael, Yehovah our God, Yehovah is one. Blessed be his name, whose glorious kingdom is forever and ever. With Kol Yisrael in Bru. We pay homage.
We pay homage.
To Yah Abraham.
To Yah Abraham.
To Yah Yitzchak.
To Yah Yitzchak.
To Yah Yaakov.
To Yah Yaakov.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Amen.
At this time, I'm calling my brother Misharet Eraniyah to do the blessing of the people. And pray that the Most High God will bless us all and keep us all.
Amen.
It was a beautiful day, brothers and sisters.
Thanks, sir.
Listen, like he said, no one person stops the show.
Oh, that's right.
People got to go away, people come back, whatever the case is. But we always got to hold the fort down and keep this day going and give praise and thanks to the Most High God. Hallelujah.
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 Hoping and praying that the Most High God will find favor in us and bless us. Bless us with peace, with life, with food, clothing, shelter, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, with good health. Hoping that he strengthens the one who needs strengthening. Give them peace. Praying that the Most High will be with the sick of the house of Yisrael, the ones who need healing. Pray that the Most High God continue to heal Princess Kana and everyone else that you could think of that need help for his great name's sake. Hallelujah. Why Dabir Yehovah El Moshe Lemor, Dabir El Aharon wa El Benah Lemor, Kol Tabar Koy B'nai Yisrael Amor Lahem. And Yehovah spoke unto Moshe, saying, Speak unto Aharon and unto his son, saying, On this wise ye shall bless the children of Israel, ye shall say unto them, Yivarekcha Yehovah v'yishmarecha, Ya'ir Yehovah panai u'alecha v'yikunecha, Yisa Yehovah panai u'alecha v'yasem lecha shalom. Yehovah bless thee and keep thee. Yehovah make his face to shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Jehovah lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Amen.
Hallelujah.
Shabbat Shalom, Nicole.
Shabbat Shalom, Nicole.
We got a few more minutes.
We have a few more minutes, so I'm going to give you just a few minutes. So I'm going to give us a chance to pray for those who are sick.
Amen.
You can call out a name. We pray that the Most High God will bless them and keep them and heal them from their sick bed, heal them from whatever they're going through, whether it's physical or mental. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Misharet. Amen.
Amen.
Efur. Amen. Ayalu. Amen. Gever Ora. Amen. Gever Keturah. Amen. Gever Rivka. Amen.
Princess Adira.
Emuna. Amen. Princess Adira. Amen. It could be anybody. You don't have to be in this way of life. Misharet Eraniyah. Amen. Nahaliel. Amen. More Mishael. Amen. Larry Hillstock. Amen. James Moorhead. Amen. Joseph Calhoun. Amen. Cynthia Bell. Amen. Natia Yisrael. Amen. Deirdre Bell. Amen. We pray that the Most High God will be with all the sick in the house of Israel, whether they know Him as well or whether they do not. We pray that the Most High God will bless us all and keep us all. And I pray that the Most High God will give you all a good week. Protect yourself, watch yourselves, guide yourselves. Watch the news, brothers and sisters. My father used to always say, an informed people is a free people. So watch the news, know what's going on around you. I didn't even know what was going on yesterday. I was sitting at home relaxing and my phone went off and I hear there's an active shooter going on. So we got to be careful out there. Pay attention to your surroundings. If it looks suspicious, guess what? It's probably suspicious. You know what I'm saying? If it's 90 degrees outside and somebody's wearing a hoodie, these dubs are probably no good, brothers and sisters. Be careful. You know, I do this for a living. Are we off? No. All right. Yeah.